All right, in this video, we are going to talk about an absolute must-have ingredient for any of your homemade beauty products, and that is glycerin. I mean, you've definitely seen this on ingredient lists for, like, ever, right? Think about glycerin soaps or your favorite moisturizer. But what is this stuff, really? We're going to break down what this compound actually is and why, honestly, it should be a total staple in your DIY toolkit. So here's the game plan. We'll get into what it is, where you can get it, and all the amazing things it does for your skin and hair. Oh, and we're also going to bust a pretty big myth about how it's used with cannabis. Okay, first up, what even is glycerin? I know the name can sound a little chemical-y, so let's clear that up right now. All right, so if you want to get technical, its proper name is glycerol. And see that ol at the end? That's a little chemistry clue that tells us it's a type of sugar alcohol. But hey, hold on, don't worry, it's not the kind of alcohol you drink. Not even close. This is a super gentle, skin-friendly compound. In fact, your own healthy skin naturally has it. It's not made from fermentation, and it's definitely not going to mess with your head. Okay, so where does all this good stuff come from? This is actually pretty important to know because you do have a choice in the matter. So there are basically two main sources you'll find. First, there's animal-based glycerin, which is a byproduct of the meat industry. But the other kind, and this is the one you're almost always going to find for your DIY projects, is plant-based. It usually comes from oils like coconut or soy, which is great because that means it's vegan and halal. All right, so we know what it is, we know where it comes from, but how does it work? Why is it so amazing? Well, let's get into why this stuff is basically a moisture magnet. The whole secret boils down to one word: humectant. If you remember one thing, remember that word. A humectant is, well, it's a moisture magnet. It literally grabs onto water molecules from the air, from deeper in your skin, and pulls them right to the surface. It's like a little sponge for hydration. And because it's such a great humectant, the benefits are awesome. It soothes dry, irritated skin like nobody's business, and it keeps your skin feeling plump and super soft. And maybe the best part? It does all this without any greasy, oily feeling. That makes it perfect for literally all skin types, even if you've got acne-prone skin. Okay, stop. This is super, super important. A big warning here. Because glycerin is so good at grabbing moisture, you can never apply it straight to your skin. I mean it. If the air around you is dry, it's going to start pulling water from the deeper layers of your skin to the surface, and, you guessed it, that will actually make you drier in the long run. It's a huge no-no. So the takeaway here is simple. Always, always dilute it. The sweet spot, the magic number for your DIY creams and lotions, is somewhere between 3 and 6%. If you go higher than that, not only do you risk that drying effect we just talked about, but your final products can start to feel really sticky and unpleasant. And guess what? This whole moisture magnet thing isn't just for your skin. It works wonders for your hair, too. Yup, it pulls moisture right into the hair shaft, which makes your hair more flexible, less brittle, and gives it this incredible healthy shine. It's also great for your scalp. It can help soften and loosen up any dead skin or product buildup. And hey, here's a super easy tip for you. Try mixing a little bit, say around 5%, into your regular conditioner. It's like an instant hydration bomb for your hair. All right, for our last section, we need to talk. We're going to tackle a huge piece of misinformation, a myth that you will absolutely run into if you start Googling this stuff. You see it everywhere. Countless videos, blog posts, forum threads, all of them giving you this one piece of advice. Use glycerin to extract cannabis and make what they call glycerites. Let me be 100% clear. This does not work. Please, don't waste your time and definitely don't waste your money. Here's the science. Glycerin is water-soluble. The good stuff in cannabis is fat-soluble. They just don't mix. It is not an effective solvent for this, period. It can't do what something like ethanol does. So what's the right way to do it? It's a two-step process, and you can't skip step one. First, you have to create a real tincture using a proper solvent, like ethanol. That is what does the actual extraction. Then and only then, once you have your finished tincture, you can mix that with glycerin. And why would you do that? Well, it's to improve the taste and the texture, giving you a much smoother, sweeter final product. However, that doesn't mean they can't be friends. Where these two ingredients are an absolute dream team is in topical products. Think creams and lotions. When you combine glycerin's insane hydrating power with the anti-inflammatory properties of cannabis, wow, you get this amazing combination that is just perfect for soothing dry or sensitive skin. Okay, so let's wrap this up. What have we learned? Glycerin is cheap, it's plant-based, and it's a powerhouse for hydration. It's that moisture magnet for your skin and hair. The key is just to use it right, you know? Keep it between 3 and 6% in your DIY formulas. And please, do not fall for that myth about using it to extract cannabis. Once you know these simple rules, glycerin is an absolute superstar for your DIY routine.